Assalamu alaikum. We are here today, day 3 of the Good Life show. Today we're speaking with Sanha. Assalamu alaikum Marzouk, and shukran for your time today. So the very first question that I have for you is explain to us exactly what SANHA does and its responsibilities towards the Muslim community.
So we ensure that companies that do certify with us then that through obviously initially the stage is the application, and then we evaluate the raw materials upon disclosures from the company. We have an initial visit where we confirm that the disclosures were correct, and we also look at the processing where, if I can give an example, that production aids may have been left out of the initial disclosures. For instance, the greasing of pans may take place with a brush, or there may be filters in the system, water filters, which could be of non-conformant raw material. And then we have, once that process is completed and we are satisfied, we have an agreement between us and the company that is signed, and part of the agreement arrangement is the ongoing audits at the plant, which varies between industries.
It's quite a heavy task that I feel like SANHA has taken on. But tell us a little bit about what SANHA is doing here today at the Good Life show.
Well, number one, make ourselves available to any of the exhibitors here that want to pursue halal certification, number one. And number two, also, it is part of our outreach and educational programs which we do in the various provinces of the country, and of course through not only trade shows like this but also community fairs that we participate in.
When it comes to halal, a lot of people would like to associate halal foods with also being foods that are good for your body, that is nourishing, that is sustainable. How are all of these things also important, if it is, to SANHA?
Yes, absolutely, and this is part of our outreach. Our outreach has more than one facet, so to say. The one is that we hope to, or we wish to attend to the critical questions that people may have in terms of ourselves as well as other certifying bodies. But more than that is also and this we do via the screen when we go on our outreach and educational drives, to link the halal food with the Quranic injunctions around halal and tayyiba, wholesome, etc., etc. So yes, we do. There is a link, and it's of course important for the Muslim believer to subscribe to halal certified product.
So as we're wrapping up the interview, final thoughts on maybe certain restaurants, certain companies, especially food companies, that maybe think, what is the point of getting a halal certification? It's just a rigorous process. I'm not going to find any profits with it. No, there's no benefits to it. Any final thoughts to people who maybe have these ideas?
Yeah, look, the one misnomer is that it is an expensive exercise and it's going to cost you tens of thousands of rand, and our doors are open. We are based in all three provinces, and that is Joburg, Durban and Cape Town. We have operating offices. I'm in Cape Town since 2001, and we open our doors for people to come and have the chat, and we go through the costs. And especially when it comes to home industries, which is very common in the Muslim community, we look at what is affordable, what you can afford, and still upholding the halal component of your product. But yes, it is not an expensive exercise. Restaurants, small ones, big ones, should come on board to give peace of mind to the consumer that they have undergone the process, and what you've mentioned, the rigorous applications to make sure that what we put in our body is in fact indeed compliant to our religious.
So shukran so much to Sanha and specifically Marzuk Alexander for taking the time out to answer my questions. We are coming to you from the Good Life Show, speaking about how halal and wellness has a very close link to each other. This is Girl on the Bus coming to you from the Good Life Show.